Hey guys, this is AirsoftAL, and today I want to talk to you guys about an Uzi. Let's get into it. I'm getting really better at those intros, aren't I? Well guys, today I might look like something you'd see in GTA 5, and to be fair, I was kind of modeling the loadout after that, because I was going to try and do a GTA 5 themed game. But the rain's outside, so I thought, you know what, fuck it. But anyway. The gun I'm holding here is not an AEG or a gas blowback. In fact, it is a Springer! And it is from Academy Sports, the sporting goods store! That's right, I kept my promise, and I'm doing these reviews from guns that are only from Academy Sports. And some other our sporting goods stores, because I want to disprove the rumor that all guns from sporting goods stores are bad. And I'm going to disprove this rumor right here, right now, starting off with an Umarex gun. That's right, an Umarex gun. Now, the gun itself does actually feature some really cool stuff. And the history behind it is very long and very complicated, and the best way I can short it down for you is this. This gun is basically the equivalent of an AK-47 shrunk down to a 9mm. That's correct. You heard me right. You see, an Israeli colonel, I think his rank was, can't remember his name for nothing, but he did have Uzi in his name, ironically, actually made this after looking at the AK-47, how its little moving, not a lot of moving parts idea was. He created the Uzi to basically be a weapon for the Israeli special forces, law enforcement, and even military. And the gun itself is actually very prestigious, and is still in service to this date with an updated version, which has a Picatinny rail here, a Picatinny rail up here, and a side charging handle. But the gun itself still retains the little moving parts that it's famous for, and its reliability, just like the AK-47, and still fires a 9mm. Now, this gun is basically the equivalent to the American MAC-10 or MAC-11, but is more accurate, more reliable, and will not break on you, unlike the MAC-10 or the MAC-11, and is the preferred weapon of a lot of special forces, law enforcement, and even, and yes, I am pulling out the stereotype here, and what this gun is really famous for, gangsters. No joke. The Israeli weapons industry, or IWI, makes this gun, and I freaking love the real steel variant. I actually got a chance to shoot it one time when I was very young, and I freaking loved the gun. There was no kick. There wasn't a lot of kick to it. It was very accurate, and a lot of the features on the gun was actually really awesome. So, does the Springer variant complement the real steel variant? Well, we're going to take a look at it. And here's something for Umarex I love you guys for. I really do. And what I like about your guns is that you actually take time for detail. And I'm just going to go ahead and fold out the folding stock, which I freaking love this. I'm not going to lie. The stock was designed with a curve into it so it could fit into your face. And is very comfortable to actually shoulder. I'm not gonna lie, it really is comfortable. Granted, I am wearing a vest, and I am basically doing this, but even so, the sights are okay. I mean, they're iron sights, obviously. They're designed for pistols. They basically accommodate a 9mm, not a 45 or 5.56 or 7.62. But even so, the sights are actually really good once you get used to them, because at first they were a blur to me, but after shooting it sometime, I got used to them. Everything else about it is really awesome. The metal parts on this, which I will go ahead and name them off. The metal parts on here are the magazine release, the safety, the trigger, the actual charging handle, the charging handle plate, the rear buttstock right here, this is metal, the buttstock plate, that's metal, let's see here, metal, metal, a lot of other plates are metal, I just can't find them all. But yes, what's actually pretty cool is they have this slot right here for the Picatinny rail system, which you can buy separately, and not for a lot of money. You can actually put real steel parts, furniture on this, which I really do like. Oh, I found another metal part. Metal. Metal. Sling mounts are metal. I'm not gonna lie, this is really cool. Now, it does come with a 20-round magazine, which holds about 130 in the reservoir back here, which you don't lift up here, you actually load down here. And what I like about it is that this thing here locks into place, so you can actually slam it in here and give you that satisfying Uzi click that is really famous for. The Uzi itself is really good because it's modeled after Micro Uzi. And the Micro Uzi is really accurate. And I'm talking extremely accurate, because at first I thought I could only hit it about 130 feet. But when taken further back to beyond 150 feet, right around near 200 feet, and I say near because I wasn't exactly sure. I was around 199, maybe 190 feet away, but I still hit the target. Now, this is just me personally, someone who's actually skilled with guns, and is actually pretty decent. Now, this has no hop-up. It's a fixed hop-up gun, but oh my god. The fucking accuracy of this damn thing is really amazing. The compact nature of this is really amazing. I just love how freaking comfortable the gun is to actually use. Now, there are some gripes I have about it. Believe me, I do. But I think a lot of you might actually know this gun from another game or two, and I think that's why I like it so much, is because I use this gun in Call of Duty and Battlefield. This was my go-to sidearm, my secondary weapon to basically use, and be like, basically like that. I freaking loved it! But aside from that, what else about it this gun actually is true to Umarex USA standard for high-quality guns? Well, I'll tell you now. You can actually find the trademarks. There's a trademark right here that says IWI Uzi. There's another trademark. There are a lot of other trademarks that I actually do like, including one right here, which is basically, they actually give you the energy, which is 0.5 joules. It even's got a serial number, which is very nice. It even says right here, licensed trademark of IWI. Now, I'm sorry for my camera that cannot do very well. I am sorry about that. What I like about it is not covered in white trademarks to try and make you worry that you're going to scratch the gun. Speaking of scratching the gun, I have dropped this gun several times over. I've banged into it, everything. This is good, solid plastic. It's good, solid plastic. Now, everything else about it, there are some gripes. Like I've said before, I got gripes about it, but I'm going to get into that after we check out some combat footage with it, because this thing is actually really cool. So, yeah, this is actually really cool. It's a really good little gun to actually work with. So, if you want to go check out the combat footage, pause this video, and go to the video in the description below. Watch that with the Uzi and... Oh, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to just splice it in here. Roll the combat footage!
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Headshot.
The one kill with the Uzi. Oh, shit. Bunny rabbit. Bunny, 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 rabbit, bunny.
See what I mean? This is a badass gun. It's actually really good. So, yeah, do I got some gripes about it? I do, actually. The famous grip safety here, which is synonymous with the Uzi, actually, as well as a few other features, is just for show. It's not real, it's just for show. It's just there to basically give you more realism into the Springer, which wouldn't have been bad for them to actually incorporate a grip safety, because, you know, that just like with the Springer 1911 by UTG, and a lot of other full metal Springer 1911s, they actually do incorporate the grip safety. That would not have been hard to do, but you know what, Umarex, I'm going to let that slide. What I'm not going to let slide, however, is you did not incorporate your hop-up system into the knob here like your gas blowback Uzi or a lot of other Springer Uzis. Or, better yet, you could have done an open bolt system with this, like the Uzi was famous for. You know, you could have just done that and things like that. Now, the FPS I am going to gripe a little bit about, because there are a lot of Springers bigger than, that are smaller than this, that can fire up to 380 FPS. And I am talking about a lot of other Springers. This one fires at about 230 FPS. Now, am I going to gripe about that? No, because if I can get damn near 200 feet with this bad boy, then fuck it. You know what? I'm going to let that slide. But the grip safety and the sheer fact that you could have done so much more with this Springer gun, yeah, there were some missed opportunities you could have done with this gun that could have made it great. Now, another thing I want to point out, this gun's only $20. This is a $20 gun. $20, you can get this bad boy, and the extra magazines, they're not that expensive. They're like $8 or less. You can actually buy more of these magazines, and I would recommend that, because this gun, this is a good sidearm to have as a backup to your backup. And yes, I do have a backup to my backup to my backup. I have 3 backup guns. What? Doesn't hurt to be prepared. Now, with all that said, what is my final verdict on this gun? Well, my final verdict is this. While the gun, yes, does in fact have its faults and does have its pros over those faults that make it beyond perfect as a CQB gun, as a starter Springer gun, as a budget-friendly gun, extremely budget-friendly, with the weight and everything to it, I have to give this gun, not my highest rating, but definitely no more, no less than a 9 out of 10 with my own badass seal of approval. Uzi style, baby. Or Miami Vice, at least, because this is good. Miami Vice with the drug dealers and all that. You get what I'm saying. But yeah, this gun is so perfect. It's so well built. It shows that Umarex USA loves their customers. It shows that they love their work. If anyone from Umarex USA is watching this video, I want you to know now that I personally appreciate your work. I personally appreciate the love you put into every single one of your guns. But I ask that if you make more Springer guns, take the time and think of the opportunities you could have to put into them. Raise the bar, because you've already raised the bar enough with this. All I'm asking is you do more to the gun. That's all I'm asking. And yes, this is a love letter to you guys. I freaking love your work. I love what you do. All I ask is you take the time and just think about it. There's a lot more you can do with this platform. And if you're going to release another Springer version of this, that's the TAC version, I ask that you take what I've said into consideration and consider it. That's all I ask. As for the rest of you, thank you guys for watching. I've been AirsoftAL, and I will see you guys in the front lines. Until next time. Oh, and I gotta go kill some motherfuckers who are trying to steal my coke. And I gave my cocaine, you motherfuckers!